Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. In the last episode, we finished all of our preparation work for our very first real infiltration into Kamoshida's distorted desires. And with the plan to actually finally start taking down the King of False Glory. And honestly, we really need to be taking him down off that golden pedestal he's also put himself upon. So, with that being said, we're finally making our way into our first real palace infiltration. So, let's actually do this, cause honestly, I can't wait to actually get into this. I hope you all understand that our time limit is May 2nd. We basically just have to go to the castle and steal the treasure from Kamoshida, right? True. But wait, where even is that treasure? I want to know that before we do anything. The treasure is a physical form of the palace ruler's distorted desires. In other words, it's a core of a palace. Once we steal it, the palace will crumble, I think. You think? Having said that, said all that, even I don't know what Kamoshida's treasure is gonna be. Okay. And where could we find it? Yeah, where would we find it? There's no way of knowing that until we go in and find out. But if I had to guess, I'd say he has it locked up somewhere in the depths of the palace. Makes sense. I think I get it now. We just gotta go find the treasure, yeah? Yep, that's indeed the case. Pretty much. There's just a lot we don't know until we go in. And in any case, our objective is to find the treasure's location, somewhere in the palace. Make sure we go on about this with time to spare, so we can avoid any unforeseen circumstances. I expect great things from you guys. Thanks, Morgana. But, with that being said, before infiltrating a palace, check your progress for withholding a meeting option, listen to your friends' opinions, and decide the best course of action. Selecting Infiltrate Palace will take you into the palace. Simple stuff. It will be nighttime when you return from the palace. If time runs out, it's game over. Keep an eye out on the time remaining. So as you can see, days until expulsion. If we don't finish off this palace before the 12 days, the game will indeed end. So, with that being said, let's hold one last meeting before we actually get on into the palace. You're both going to get expelled if we don't steal Kamoshida's hearts. Why are we still sitting around? We don't have time to waste. Well, what now? I know we want to steal his hearts, but we have no idea what it actually is. I guess we'll just have to explore more until we manage to find it. What do we want to do about the shadows? It'd be real bad if any of them caught us. Think we should try avoiding them for now or something? I wonder if we really be, okay like this. Shouldn't we try to get a little stronger? We might want to fight them one at a time to gain experience. Being weak won't do that at all. True. That should sum up the, that for the time being. Yep, that should indeed do it. So with that being said, let's officially infiltrate the palace since there's nothing else for us to do now. So, let's go and see what's going on with Kamoshida and his distorted desires. And his definitely messed up palace on top of that. But damn. What's up? Nothing. I was just thinking, we should choose a code name for you too. Yeah, you don't have one technically, even though I already said it, but it's kind of common knowledge anyways, the code names for every character. The only code names you wouldn't know is characters for Royal when they come to, like, brand new ones. But pretty much that's kind of common knowledge as well nowadays, because of this game being out for as long as it has been. But, yeah, all the Phantom Thieves from the original game are pretty much common knowledge. Just gonna be completely honest about that. A code name? I'm Skull. He's Joker and that's Mona. Judging by your costume... I mean, she's got the tail and stuff, so... what do you think, Spooks? Cat girl, sexy woman, or kitty woman? Well, the only one that doesn't sound degrading, I guess, would be cat girl. Kinda like Catwoman from, Batman. Wait. Is that what you're going to call me from now on? I'm so not down with this. What do you want to be called, then? Something better than just a little cat. Fair. Maybe panther. That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah, kinda. Huh, why? 'Cause it sounds more ferocious. She's a cougar. Shut up, Morgana. Don't call me that. More importantly, Kamoshida. Alright, let's go. Yeah, let's start dealing with Kamoshida now. Since now we're officially in the palace, now we can finally start actually dealing with them. And now we have free reign of the castle now, so that's pretty cool. Alright, let's start fresh and get going. It's game time from this point forward. I'll teach you guys the basics of infiltrating a palace as we go. Okay, thanks Morgana. Well, with that being said, we're officially ready. But it looks like we gotta deal with the Velvet Room first before we actually go in. My master would like a word with you. Okay, let's go see what's going on. Thanks, Justine. I usually got lucky with it not being Caroline, let's be honest. She's a little too aggressive sometimes. The prisoner Spooks Akira has returned.
Well done. It seems you have remembered my words. You truly make it worth rehabilitating you.
What's that mean? Yeah, what does that mean?
I am not attempting to withhold information from you. The essence of rehabilitation that you must complete will be explained in due time. Once you encounter allies who share your ideals and discover your place in reality, only then will I explain it all.
Fair.
Such a day should not be far off.
Okay.
This time, I will wish to introduce you to the aid we are providing.
What do you mean? Aid? Yeah, what kind of aid?
Due to your potential in wielding the power of the wild card, you can now handle more than one persona. That power holds infinite possibilities. We will assist you in nurturing that potential. To the end, we must execute your persona.
Execute my persona, you say?
Do not be alarmed. Personas are personalities that exist within you. Thus you will only be discarding your old personalities to have them be reborn as new ones.
Okay then. Well, with that being said, it's officially time to start executing some personas.
By discarding your old identity, you give way to a new one, hence what we call that process execution. Think of it as a fusion of your personas. To start, select the first persona you wish to fuse.
Okay, well, let's try Jack-o'-lantern.
Now you select the second persona. Allow me to tell you something greatly important. Do you remember how I mentioned forming bonds with confidants? Personas are the power of the heart. The stronger those bonds, the stronger your personas will be. In other words, the effects of your bonds of, on executional fusion, if you will, are quite substantial. When you fuse a persona that shares its arcana with one of your bonds, it will gain a great power. This will be the guiding principle for your forays into fusion. Try not to forget it. Moreover, there is one thing I must warn you about. You cannot create a persona that surpasses your current level. This is because the resulting persona would be too powerful for you to handle effectively. Now then, check the fusion results and choose a persona that suits your stature.
Okay, with that being said, let's get this one out of the way, since you actually get a special conversation for getting rid of Arsene. So, let's do that real quick.
This is the form your persona is expected to take after the fusion. It is possible for them to inherit skills they normally wouldn't gain. These skills or specialties are distinct from one another. Skills are traits that can be passed along through fusions.
So I get lunge, and whatever comes from Arsene, and the jack-o'-lantern. Choose which skills to inherit. That's, let's see here. Well, due to the fact that Curse would still be useful, honestly, Curse would be smart. So, honestly, we'll just keep the Curse for now, and then we'll deal with that later. So, honestly, we'll take the Curse. since not many, because honestly, our Sen is the only one that actually has that at the moment, so honestly, I think it'll be fine. I am Arsene, the other you, who exists within. Though I may disappear this moment, I shall always be at your side. We shall meet again when your fate reaches its conclusion. With that being said, our shadow, or our true shadow, is officially gone for now, but that doesn't mean he's gone forever, because you always get to keep your personas. As long as you have them in your compendium, you can always reform them, but they start from where you left them off. So, with that being said, with our Sen now being gone, this is where we'll be leaving him to go away for a little bit, and honestly it doesn't really matter, because technically our Sen is far from the strongest persona. It's a cool starting persona, but you really can't do much with it unless you forcefully increase its stats, and use skill cards on it to make it useful. But honestly, you can still kind of work with it. It's not a bad persona. I'm Mandrake. You know the deadly flower blooming in your hearts? That's me. Don't let this mask shrivel up. Okay. Well, welcome to the team, I guess. I just wanted to do the first one of these. Normally I wouldn't do all this, execution stuff for Igor and stuff like that. Usually I keep the Velvet Room stuff off the table. Well, unless it comes for, like, confidants or stuff like that, then, yeah, I would use that kind of stuff, like, Elizabeth from Persona 3, Marie from Persona 4, and Margaret from Persona 4. So, honestly, we will be doing stuff when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's just that, for the most part, when it comes to executions, I'll try and keep those out of episodes, if we don't really need them to be there. So, with that being said, there's our probably one and only execution we'll ever do on camera. But honestly, I just wanted to show you guys what the first one is for Arsene, since he does have a special conversation with you when you first get rid of him.
Ah, how impressive. A stronger persona has been born from the body and blood of the old. It shall be your new strength.
What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean, Igor? Worth will be made clearer when you return to the field of battle.
Gather personas and bring them here. Gather as many, great many, execute them, and continue to give birth to even stronger personas. Developing your powers as such will play an integral role in the stand against ruin.
Okay. So that your rehabilitation goes well, we have a variety of rituals to choose in regard to executions. And depending on the effort you put in, our master might consider further development of these new rituals. Prior to the joys, inmates. Okay.
Your heart is steadily gaining the strength of rebellion. It seems your rehabilitation is proceeding smoothly. A joyous fact indeed. In anticipation of this, I have prepared a gift for you. I hope that you shall accept it.
What kind of gift do you have? I feel a deepened connection with Igor. With that being said, it looks like we got rank 2 of his confidants. Present Master Arcana full rank 2. Third eye. See things normally invisible to the naked eye while pressing the left 2 button. Okay, we'll take that. That allows us to see anything that is breakable inside palaces and sometimes even out in the normal world. So honestly, overall, pretty good ability. So thanks, Igor. We'll definitely take that. Third Eye. You can now use the confidant ability Third Eye. Activating Third Eye in both the real world and the metaverse will allow you to see things normally hidden. Use the Third Eye to reveal various hints. Honestly, thanks, buddy.
That is a thief's skill, allowing one to tap into the sixth sense and see what is hidden in the dark. I believe you can handle it now. May you continue devoting yourself to further rehabilitation.
Okay, thanks. Now then, if you have any requests, we will heed them. Okay? Which, honestly, we don't need anything right now. I'll deal with that later when I feel like I need to start working on that stuff, but it's still nice to have, though, now that we have that officially unlocked. Persona Fusion, Confidants in Fusion, and Skill Inheritance have been added to tutorials regarding Fusion. Okay, and with that being said, let's get on back into the palace. Return to your fleeting time of rest. Well, we're not really sleeping, so Honestly, you're far from that one. But here we are, back in the palace. Something's wrong. You were just standing around all of a sudden. Huh? To my teammates, it looked like I wasn't moving. Why are we just spacing out like that? Kinda hard to tell what you're thinking sometimes. Let's just say he's a man of a high caliber. We're counting on you, Joker. So, that being said, looks like no telling them about the Velvet Room, because honestly, we're the only ones that can see it due to the fact of the wild card doing that. So, where do we start? Let's head to the safe room we found last time. It's in the first floor of the west building. That's pretty close to our usual entrance. It should be pretty decent starting points. A safe room? It'll make sense when you see it. Well, let's head out. Okay, quick travel. You can now use quick travel to bring up the map and go to your closest safe room. You can also use quick travel from safe room back to the palace entrance. Quick travel can only be used in these two locations, which is fair. And the Thieves Guild. You can receive aid from allies via the Thieves Guild. This is just for online stuff, so you can ask them to help you if you really need it, but since I usually turn that stuff off, basically we won't be using that, but basically if you do get into a point where you need help, you can call upon like a 3-strike rule with the networking, but honestly it's not really that important, because honestly it's not really networking, even though it says networking. I don't understand it, but it helps you get out of tricky situations, like if your ally gets taken hostage or something like that. And that's only via, like, shadows knocking you down, and then basically doing a shadow negotiation against you, pretty much. What's up with this place? It's a gap in the cognition, a safe room, if you will. Yeah, still not getting it. Right. I'm fuzzy on the details, but I think it's some kind of spot where shadows can't find us. I didn't think of a place like that even existed in here. So what do we do with this safe room? Take a break, duh. Oh, and we talk about stuff too. So the place is for resting up and plotting. Got it. I guess I'll rest for a bit too. Then let me know when you're ready to head out, Joker. Okay. Consult with your team. In safe rooms, you will be able to consult with your team. Members of the cassette at the center of the table. When choosing to talk, you will be able to chat with your palace team members about your progress through the palace, as well as check your party. Pretty simple stuff. Alright. The safe room discussion reminds me. This is for you. Oh, thanks. Stamina kit, small. We'll take it. You can use these only in safe places, but when you do, it'll take care of all the exhaustion from our past fights. Well, I'll let you decide when to use it. Just make sure the time is right. Okay, safe room and healing items. Some items, such as a healing IV, can be used in the safe room. You can use these items after you enter a safe room and select consult. And with these items are limited, and they'll pretty much be basically higher healing items when you're in here, basically. But more than likely, you're not going to really be using them. What are you going to do, Joker? Talk to the team. Let's talk about what's going on. What do you want to talk about? How's our progress? Hey, you think the treasure's far? Did we just get here? Based on how the castle looks, we still have a long way to go. I still can't believe a phone app took us somewhere like this. Well, not all of us need the app, you know? Cat can just come in here on his own. I'm not a cat. So wait, what's the deal with those soldier things that were serving Kamoshida? They transform into weird monsters when we fight them. Oh, you must be talking about the shadows. What are shadows? Yeah, I've been wondering about those guard dudes too. What's their deal? I can explain it, but it would be too complicated. Do you want to hear it? It would be good to know. Yeah, sure. Deep in the innermost depths of every human's heart lies their true personality, their shadow. So it's not that the guards are transforming into those things. Those are their actual forms. The reasons they look like gods and other mythical beings is because they spawn from the human psyche. Whoa. But wait, what are they doing in Kamoshida's castle to begin with? It seems like distortions of the palace draws them in. Once they're here, their forms change and they become underlings for the palace's ruler. When you think about it, the palace ruler is just the shadow of whoever owns this place. Maybe these places have something to do with the worlds in our minds, our collective unconscious.
Okay. Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Well, you don't need to think too hard about it. They're enemies, so don't let your guard down, okay? Is there anything else you would want to discuss?
Nope, that's it. And with that being said, let's officially do this. Okay, let's go. Let's go indeed. So, let's finally get on into our first palace infiltration. Because now with all that done, we just have to get the, the nitty-gritty out of the way. So now with that out of the way, now we're officially in. So, let's do this. So, with that being said, let's continue where we left off. Because from there, we were pretty much basically still in the beginning.
We have no idea what awaits us ahead. Here, you better take these. These fine tools may have my seal of approval. Use them wisely, alright?
Obtain smoke-free Molotov cocktails, freeze sprays, and vanish ball. Thanks. Thief Assist. When you're investigating the metaverse, to use Thief Assist, give you access to multiple helpful functions that will aid your progress. Auto recovery uses your party healing skills on all party members, so be aware that doing this consumes the required amount of SP. And you can also use infiltration tools like smoke screens to quickly flee a battle. These tools will give you an advantage during fights. Okay, thanks. And with that being said, we still don't have ambush, so technically we can't just sit behind walls or anything and jump enemies. So we gotta be careful on how we actually move towards enemies from now on, until that's available, because that is a basic skill, it's just that we don't have it unlocked yet. So, a little unfortunate, but we can deal without it, honestly, for the time being. So, honestly, just get rid of all the shadows, and knock them all out. And you know what? Let's do an all-out attack to start today's episode off, since, it is pretty flashy. So, let's knock out the bicorn with the nice little all-out attack. The show is now over. GG. Nice try, bicorn. And we got a level 3 pixie out of that. Archer can be useful. It's not super useful, but it is useful. And also fighting these enemies are actually dropping our palace level as well. Let's see here. Making sure what we should probably use here. For the most part... Oh yeah, wait a minute. I just noticed something. I don't think An has... Oh no, she does. Okay, I did change that. Good. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because she should have the team glasses. And I'm surprised he saw me in that amount of time. I thought I would be able to turn the corner in time. But apparently not. It's fine. Okay. Oh yeah, wait a minute. We just blast these guys with the weakness of the guns because of the fact that they always rejuvenate themselves. So, not bad, not bad. And you know what? Let's see here. We could probably get... Let's try getting an item out of one of these. There's a pixie inside you. Cool. I'll be cheering it on with you, two of you. You want a present, huh? Alright, how about this? And there we go. Devil fruits. And honestly, I'm just gonna skip the rest of that since that's basic stuff, honestly, for the most part. Just basically you can get an item, or you can knock them out, or you can go straight for the attack, honestly. Either one works, and honestly, going for the all-out attack is usually the better option.
Well, there's one here too. Okay, now that we've expanded our roster, let's try the thing.
That thing?
A way for us to gain the advantage during a battle. It's called a baton pass. Actually, I'll show you what to do. I mean, while we deal with the shadow.
Okay, and here we go. We're finally getting baton pass. So, with that being said, yeah, Morgana's been kind of holding out on us, because baton pass is a pretty good skill for the most parts. So not having that is actually kind of unfortunate.
Okay, I'll show you an example first. You better watch closely.
Okay, we'll watch you. So, Garu on the Pyro Jack. Simple enough. As long as you get a weak hit, you get a free baton pass stack.
Use this opportunity to baton pass and swap your turn to someone else.
Okay, and he swaps it to me, and it keeps getting stronger and the recovery keeps getting higher the more and more baton passes you do. And once you get to your fourth person, it's the strongest it can possibly be. You can now pass one more you obtained to another party member. To the recipient, the baton pass will have their attack power and healing abilities increased. If they pass it on again, party member stats will also increase. If you successfully pass the baton to all 4 people in your party, the 4th party member will be able to use a skill without using any HP or MP. Oh, I didn't notice that one. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I didn't even notice that.
pass the baton to another party member by pressing R2. Okay, pretty simple. Now strike the enemy's weakness and give the baton pass a try. Okay, and with that being said, we just go for the one that we know for sure what the weakness is. So, blast away at the pixie and knock it right on out. And down it goes. Actually, I probably should have kept the other one alive, shouldn't I? But we'll be fine. I think On still can get it, even if Ryuji goes for this one, I think. So we can do the full one if we really want to, which we'll do that. So we'll break the formation for now, just to kind of show that off. Because honestly, I might as well show off the max one, just to show how much damage you can possibly do with this. So that 194 out of a basic hit, not bad whatsoever, honestly. And down goes the entire enemy squadron. Great teamwork. I knew you guys would nail it. Improving yourselves is important, but learning to fight as a team is just as vital as our survival. By coordinating our efforts, we can take control of the battle as often as possible. Baton passes will help us a lot with that. Okay, thanks Morgana. That will actually be very helpful. And there's actually our third eye in action right there. As you can see, we can see that hidden item there that we can get. Honestly, you can use those pretty helpfully, since sometimes you can find some good stuff in them. Like special shadows that are only hidden inside those. They're called treasure demons. But the thing is you can't really see them this early into the game, if I remember correctly. I don't think you can see one until the first, the second palace, I believe. Ah, damn, there's one here too. Oh well, I guess we just gotta ambush it from behind again.
Well sure, if you want to go about it more in the unorthodox way, but there's more stylish routes.
Okay, what is that, Morgana?
See those sofas on the side of your hallway? Hide behind those, so you can get closer to the enemy. Once it's in range, jump on it and rip its mask off.
Whoa, that does sound pretty damn cool.
Hey, this isn't a movie. Joker with your poise, you should be able to pull it off. Give it a try.
Okay, hiding behind cover. No enemy can see you behind cover, so you can use them to basically hide your way throughout the palace if you really want to. And it also gives you a guaranteed ambush since nothing can see you behind it. But the thing is they can also see you go into a hiding spot if you just got into one, so that's also a thing. So yeah, definitely you should be careful on how you use it, honestly. So basically hide, and a free ambush ensues because of it. Honestly, a pretty cool skill. And now that we actually have that, now we have full control on the palace, because of the fact that that's a major point when it comes to palaces. So honestly, having that officially on our thing in general is honestly good. So honestly, thanks game, because we're gonna need that. Okay, go for a Garu, go for a straight up one shot on the final guy with a nice little Zio from Ryuji here. Because honestly, using the power of baton passes, honestly, you should probably do that for the most part. So honestly, it's always worthwhile to do. And with that being said, Ryuji, go and get him and finish him off for us, bud. Even though he's pretty much down for the count already. But freaking boring, honestly, far from the truth. I'm surprised it says freaking boring, because honestly, it's pretty cool. That's sweet. That totally rocks.
That was so cool. They totally can't spawn us while we're hiding. That's right. So long as we lay low like that, enemies won't even notice us. Whenever we hide, we can take our time preparing for the next ambush.
Okay, hiding. Look around while hiding, and move in any direction you're faced into an adjacent location. You can also seal while hiding, but it pushes you out of hiding spots, and you can also choose where you're what you're aiming at while you're hiding, basically. Pretty simple. Honestly, it doesn't really need a full explanation on how that works, because it's pretty simple for the most part. Just press the directional pads on what you want to actually do while you're doing that. So honestly, since we know that the pixie's always going to be weak to that, we might as well go for that. And then we go into on, and then we can go actually do an Augie here. And then we can actually do a little thing called a submachine gun takedown, because of the fact that it increases the damage of the submachine gun at that point. So, there we go. GG. I just wanted to use that real quick, since, honestly, her little gun is pretty cool, honestly, when you can use it to its full effect, honestly. Okay, so let's keep making our way through. Not bad on the actual progress we've made, though.
Hey, look, there's something in there.
Oh, there is something in there. But the barn's blocking our way in.
If he's protecting it this securely, it has to be important. That means there should be a way in and out of there. Joker, do you think you can solve this mystery of this room? I'm sure your observation skills will help you get through.
Okay, third eye. Using a third eye inside a palace can reveal hidden items and hints. Give it a try whenever you find yourself unsure of what to go or where to go next. Okay, with that being said, we just look at our third eye and figure where we need to go. Looks like we need to pull down this one. So, first little bull statue down first. Then we follow the footsteps to the next one. And it should, if I remember correctly, open this on up. Because if you do them wrong, it would, I believe, summon a shadow, I believe. I think I'm right on that. So I've never actually messed it up because you can't mess it up unless you literally go out of your way to mess up there, pretty much. So, yeah, it's pretty simple. Oh, whoa.
As expected from you, Joker.
Thanks, Morgana. And let's see what we got. A castle map. We'll definitely take it. But, new map. What the hell? He had it all locked up and shit, but it's just some old map.
You're hopeless. Don't you realize how vital a map is?
Yeah, it's pretty helpful for us, because now we have a map of where we're going.
Having this will give us a better grasp on the topography of this castle. It's a true necessity for a Phantom Thief. This should make securing a route much more easier.
Wait. Does it say where the treasure is on there?
Oh, actually, it seems like this map is incomplete. There might be more of them around.
Okay. Let's start checking, what we can. And we'll probably find another map along the way or something. Okay, yeah, probably. Palace map. When you find a map of any areas you may have not reached, will be highlighted in red using L and R1 to view other floors. Okay, thanks. And pretty simple. Basically, we can use this and see any other places on the map that this map hasn't, we haven't seen on this map yet. So we got Old Castle 3rd floor and the 2nd floor that we're on right here. So it only shows us everywhere we've been so far and the 3rd floor and the rest of this floor pretty much, which isn't that bad, honestly. Gives us pretty good coverage on everything we can see. And let's use our little hidey hole. And let's see here. We might be able to actually slide by this guy if we do this right. We might as well do an actual little bit of sneaking around since we are thieves after all. We don't have to fight everything. But let's take on this guy since he's right next to the door anyways. Okay, not bad, honestly. Doing a little bit of stealth even though you don't actually need to do full stealth in this game, to be honest. Even though you are called thieves, you're actually more like mercenaries at some points in this game. So honestly, at some points, your word from thievery definitely takes a turn. Honestly, in my main opinion. Then just slingshot the heck out of that pyrojack. Sorry, buddy. You gotta be needing pyrojack to get the freebie of getting hit by a Garu there, honestly, buddy. Okay, finally dropping off that, what do you call it, the whole thing with, Kamoshida knowing that we're here. Now that we're getting closer and closer for the actual security level to be down. Looks like we gotta go upwards. Up in the ceilings now. Okay, let's see. I think we can go this way, I think. Or, no, we can't. Okay. I just need to remember. I'm getting my bearings, because, honestly, these places are pretty big, so knowing where to go kind of does, like, you know, go through your mind sometimes where you won't remember sometimes, but I think I remember now. Okay, there we go. We do have this area over here, so we should probably look at this. So, honestly, open it up, since it is a little bit of a halfway point, if you want to say it like that. Not really, but it lets you come here a little bit easier. Wait, isn't this the entrance? So it is connected to here.
It looks like we can get down from here, too. This would probably make for a good infiltration point.
Yes, it would. But now we actually have that unlocked, so now we can use it. So, with that being said, let's keep following this way. So, since we do need to make our way back down. Okay, it looks like we can't go that way because of the bars, but we can make our way towards a safe room. So we might as well unlock it just for the time being. Since, honestly, we're going to need all the safe rooms we can get. Sweet. I think I'm going to be able to come right back here if we want to. True. Okay. Well, with that being said, honestly, when it comes to safe rooms, not all of them have, like, special conversations, but, hello.
Hi, it's locked. It needs a lockpick. We have one of those. Want to open it?
Yeah, sure. Let's open it up. Might as well. Thanks for teaching us how to make them, because it looks like your lockpick ended up coming handy. Night Watch armor. Okay then. Well, we'll use that another time. I don't know if it's any good from what we have right now, because honestly, we have the stronger of the EY armor at the moment, so I don't think we really need any extra armor at the moment. Mass, right? We still have a long way to go.
That's not all there are in awful bots of patrolling shadows too. Now you can't just blindly rush into a fight. First you need to ascertain how strong they are.
How are we supposed to do that?
Well, we'll need to observe the enemy's actions, get some insight into their skills. You should be capable of doing that, Joker.
Okay, enemy strength. You can view the strength of an enemy by using third eye. The color it appears will indicate the level of their relative to yours. If they're red, they're higher level to you. If they're yellow, same level as you. And if they're blue, they're lower level than you. So keep that in mind. But there's also green, which means that they're so weak that you can literally insta-kill them if you were to have the insta-kill ability, which you get from the confidants. So basically four colors, but it didn't talk about the fourth one yet, since it's not really important until you have that ability. Okay, so this guy, he was wind. Okay, so do we even have a wind other than... Yeah, we don't. Technically we do, but Licorn doesn't have that ability, so honestly... Oh, we got a critical though, so that works. Okay, knock him down. And then we'll baton pass it over to Morgana, and then we can use Morgana to knock down the other guy, and then we can gain this little guy as our ally. Because, honestly, having as many personas as we can would be pretty helpful. Since you're meeting up like this, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. There's no need for that. You're so cold, mister, just like me. Wait, what the? I think I remember something. And with that, we now gain, basically Puss in Boots in a way. That's basically what I think of him. Because he's not in the original Persona game, but, I believe he is in the Shin Megami games. Honestly, he's a pretty cool little persona, I like him. You know I'm not really a shadow, I came from the human seeds of souls. My real name is Kaiseth. You and I are the same, mister. With that, technically we have a second Morgana, I guess you could say. Because now we got two cats, even though Morgana really thinks he isn't one. But, honestly, let's be honest at the end of the day. There's no way. Honestly, he's too much of a cat to really pretend to not be one at this point. Okay, let's see here. Trying to think of... Let's see here. Oh, he's higher level than us. You know what? Let's do it. Let's see what we got on our hands, because honestly, let's see what we actually have to deal with when it comes to... Oh, it's you. Silky. Okay. You are fire, so do we even have fire? This would give us ice, if I remember on her. I think she gives Bufu magic, I believe, if I can back it out real quick. Let's see her. Doesn't really say, but based on her weaknesses, it looks like it is. Okay, so we need to do a little bit of damage here. If we can drop her a little bit, we can actually... Oh wait, she's level 6 anyway, so honestly, she can't do anything for us. Okay, we need to be a level 6 to deal with her, so honestly, for the time being, well, we don't need it. Oh, well, there's our level 6. If we had that then, we would have been able to get her. It's fine, honestly. It's not the worst case scenario. I might do some training in between levels, or not levels, but in between episodes, between this one and the next, since I'm pretty sure this palace is going to be at least 2 to 3 episodes, depending on how long it takes us to get through it. I think the most is going to be 3. And why I say 3 is because the initial fighting of the palace ruler, because that's of course a thing, because every palace's boss is the person that is of that palace, pretty much. So it would be 2 episodes to infiltrate the palace, and then the initial one where we actually finish up the palace by doing the actual main, like, you know, after we get the infiltration route figured out and send our calling card, pretty much. Yep, it's locked. Seriously, more bars?
But there's a way to open it, right? Let's start looking, Joker.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely should be a way. Looks like this one is the first one we need to pull.
Oh, now there's something we recognize.
Yep, more bull horns. Okay, let's pull them down. Okay, first one's done. Follow... Okay, they went over there, and then they went back here, and pulled this one.
Oh, here's another one we recognize.
Yep, we are. So pull it down, and that should open up the bars, since that's the whole point of the puzzle.
Yep, that was it. Let's go.
Yep, let's go indeed. Thanks, Morgana. And thanks, Third Eye. So let's keep making our way through. Looks like this is the real dining room.
Boy, there are an awful lot of bars in here for being what looks like a dining room.
Yes, true.
Yep, sure looks like it to me. Now, according to the map.
Looks like we gotta go over there based on what Morgana's telling us.
There's a path beyond those bars there. Looks like they're making things tougher for us yet again.
Shouldn't be too bad. Let's just get it done.
Yeah, true. Just gotta keep moving forward. So let's see here. Based on this, it looks like we need to go over to this one. So let's pull off this one then, because this should lead to where we need to go. So open it up, and there we go. Now we have full reign of this side. Okay, not bad. And honestly, I'm not going to go for all the treasure chests. I will go for the wool seeds, though. The wool seeds I will definitely go towards, because honestly, showing how to get those for people that don't know how to get them would be probably smart, because there's only 3 of them, so it's not that bad to go out of my way to do that for you guys. So, let's see here. Go this way. Looks like over here and into the vents. Okay, just gotta follow this to where we need to go. Okay, so it goes over here. Jump on out. And I think, where are we at right now? We're at that treasure chest that we were next to earlier, but why would we need to go? Oh, that's why. Okay, I remember now. Okay, so we need to redo that, actually. We did it wrong. Okay, I got it confused for a second. I'm just going to speed it up just to go back to where we were, because you have to do this a specific way that I forgot about. Because you need to open them up, and then you need to close yourself inside, and then go into the vent, based on what I can see from here. So, there we go. Now it should be perfect. Didn't see it right away. I forgot that the 3rd bowl statue that you need to pull, or the 4th one technically, was inside the area with the treasure chests. Honestly, you can't really blame me, can you? But might as well grab this since we're over here. Ooh, sooty, ghastly gear. Stuff we need to clean.
Hey, that stuff is disgusting. You should get it cleaned somewhere. Come to think of it, I remember seeing a shadow with one. Maybe if we can negotiate properly, we can get one. Wait, wasn't there a coin laundry near LeBlanc?
Yep, there was. Well, with that being said, let's actually pull this one down now. That should open up where we actually need to go. And there we go. Now our path to where we were going is now open.
And that's that. Time to move.
Yep, time to move indeed. Okay. Now we just need to make our way back to him. And thankfully, it's actually now open, so we get a freebie over there. Okay, hide, and let's jump him. Might as well get him since he is kind of covering the path here. He's kind of in the middle of the room. Some things you really can't sneak around until you get, like, special abilities that let you kind of do that. Let's see here. He's wind. But he's electric, if I remember correctly. We don't really need electric at the moment, but it would be helpful later, but let's see here. We should try and level up Bicorn for now, just to get the extra wind magic. Okay, so honestly, let's knock all these guys down. And then, honestly, from there, we could probably figure out what to do from there. But honestly, I think we can probably recruit one of these guys just for the time being. Just because the more shadows you get, the more you can do with them when it comes to fusing them, since it's free when you get them. So honestly, let's just skip right through this and just grab them real quick. And there we go. Agathon is now under our belt. And more personas means more little abilities we can use, because every single persona that you get has different starting abilities. So honestly, whatever you can get from them could honestly help you in the future. And honestly, I don't really need to worry about that kind of stuff, but for the time being, because I haven't done any kind of, persona fusion, as you can see, we literally jumped right into the palace without really doing any. So, if that really says anything, yeah, it's definitely gonna help if I haven't done any of that. Let's be honest. So let's see here. So we can either go for him, or we can try going upwards. Okay, I don't know how I got stuck on that, but... Okay, can I... Okay, I'm just gonna go for this guy, because for some reason I'm getting stuck on that box, even though I'm not trying to hide on it. And it's just because he's near me, I'm pretty sure. it's not the worst case scenario, honestly. Okay, let's just pump this Puss in Boots full of lead, and honestly, you got this, Morgana, I think. So just knock him down, and then go for a nice little slingshot action on you, and down they go. And honestly, you don't have to do always all-out attacks, it's just a flashy way of doing it. If you can knock them down without it, you can save some time. Okay. Let's see here. But yeah, I'm gonna go up here. If I can get up there, that is. There we go. Perfect. Sometimes you get stuck and sometimes you don't. Okay, so let's see here. Slide on through here. We got a guy blocking over here, but he also has a treasure chest. But this is where we have to go.
Look, a treasure chest. Let's take whatever it is inside there, too. There's a guard here. That's okay. Hey, Joker, do you think we can ambush it from here? I ought to get the same as, when you hide and jump on an enemy. Give it a chance.
Okay, so ambush him from the skies. Sounds pretty simple enough. Okay, let's do this. And it's just a pyrojack. That's like the easiest thing we could have possibly fought. So, sorry buddy, but you're pretty much done for, bud. And, oh, he actually survived. Okay, blast, blast, blast. He's somehow surviving. Okay, so I'm guessing he can't die. Okay, Jack-o'-lantern speaks. Hello. What do you want, buddy? Begging for life when an enemy is in a dire situation may turn to bargain for its life, enabling you to negotiate with it and possibly gain a persona. Okay, a shadow personality determines how they likely are to beg. Timid shadows are more likely to beg, while irritable shadows won't beg very often. Okay, pretty simple. Okay, well we already have a pyrojack, but if we ask for another one, we can actually improve the EXP on him. So honestly, yeah, join our team and become part of our current pyrojack buddy. And just like that, he gets a little bit more experience. Honestly, pretty cool, honestly. I like that getting more of the same persona actually increases your current persona that you have. So it's actually pretty useful.
I didn't realize even shadows beg for their lives. That's actually kind of surprising. Shadows have emotions too. You know, of course they'll be afraid if you corner them like that. It might be worth purposely creating such situations to get them begging for their lives. The shadows seem to have different attitudes too. If you take advantage of that, negotiations may go more smoothly. I'll try to let you know what kind of answers the shadows want to hear, depending on their personalities.
Shadow personalities, basically. We don't have to worry about this, but upbeat shadows like jokey answers, timid shadows like kind answers, and irritable shadows like serious, while gloomy like vague answers, pretty much. And then you can check a shadow's personality by seeing on the hold-up screen, or by checking analysis. Pretty simple. But you only really need that if you haven't currently unlocked that persona. So for us, we don't really need to worry about that, since I pretty much have every persona due to my new Game Plus. But there is some personas I haven't unlocked yet, so technically in the future I could, but that's going to be late game for the most part, unless I miss like a lower level one, which I'm pretty sure I haven't, but I could be missing one. It's always possible. Accessories with skills. When accessories come attached with skills, when a party member equips such an accessory, they will be able to use that skill. To view the details of an accessory, go to the equip menu and press triangle and press the R2 button. Okay, pretty simple. But honestly, I like my team experience ones, so I'll keep those for the time being, because having the extra experience is always better. And because this was locked, let's actually reopen that. Alright, let's get moving. Yeah, let's get moving indeed, but open that door just in case. As always, I always like to make sure those are actually open. So making sure that those are always prepared and everything is always pretty smart just in case.
Man.
Okay, this doesn't look good.
Looks like it's in a pretty bad shape.
Yeah, it does. I don't think that we're going any further this way.
Should we check out somewhere else? Wait, look up there.
Oh, yeah, there is something up there. What about it? Are you throwing a rope over that and climbing it up?
Phantom Thieves do things a bit more stylish than that. And do you know just what'll do the trick?
What'll do the trick, Morgana? Is that going to be the grappling hook we saw in the prologue? It most definitely will be. Because honestly, with Royal giving that ability, they ended up giving every palace their own, special interactions with the grappling hook. So honestly, we get to use it quite a bit.
Good. Seems like it's fitting properly.
What is this thing? Yeah, what is it?
That's just a little something I've been working on in secrets. That grappling hook lets you zip to hard to reach locations in a flash. You'll see what I'm talking about when you test it out. Go ahead and give it a try.
Okay, well, I'll give it a try then. So look at where we need to go, and then we get to use a grappling hook. And grappling hook is now obtained.
But I bet you'll be doing fine if you're smart about it, Joker. Let's give it a try.
Using the grappling hook, you can use a grappling hook to assess certain locations in a palace, where you'll find hidden pathways or treasure caches. As you near a location where you can use it, your left hand will glow blue. When you can launch the hook, your hand will begin to flash. Your third eye will help you locate suitable grappling hook targets. Be sure to check out various positions to make sure the best use of the hook. So basically hold that, and you can see exactly where you would want to stand. Then press L1, jump up, and there you go. Pretty simple. It's actually pretty cool. We also get a free treasure little thing over here, so might as well grab that. And with that being said, we'll just continue following the pathway here and find out where we need to go. Oh, there's a badass right over there. Okay, well, let's make our way closer to it, because that thing is far from friendly. I'm just gonna be honest. You and that guy looks like bad news.
Yeah, he looks pretty tough. Not only that, but it seems like he's more aware of his environment than others. We better proceed with caution.
Yeah, probably would be for the best. But you know what? We're not going to proceed with caution on him. We're going to go all out on him. Because, you know what? Might as well figure out what kind of shadow is hiding behind it. And that is specifically, I believe that is... trying to remember his name. I don't know why I said Eligor. It's the Hanged Man Arcana based on Persona 4. But I can't remember. Why do I not remember his name? He's pretty simple. But savage enemies have red auras. As they roam around palaces, these enemies tend to be at a higher level than shadows around them. In order to negotiate with a savage enemy, you will need to inflict damage until it changes its fighting stance. At that point, you can initiate a hold up. If you are unable to defeat a savage enemy, you can always run away. Press L2 and choose escape in the order menu. Pretty simple, but Bareth, there we go. But he's level 9, so technically we can't deal with him, but we can see what he's weak to. And he nullifies gun damage, and he's strong against fire, so we shouldn't use any of that against him. But we can go for some other things here. So let's go for a high confuse with Palimpa here. So give him some confusion, and then we can start dealing with them. Do a little bit of freebie damage, but since we don't have telekinesis, we can't do the full extent of our damage we can do to him. And because I don't want to get shocked by him, we're going to be careful for a second, because if we want to use stuff like lunge, we have to use it via persona and not via our specific focusing abilities. So you don't want to do that. But as long as you're not physically hitting them with your sword when they're shocked like that, you won't get affected by it, so you want to be careful when you do it. So because we don't have any on Morgana, we just let him be, and we let him do whatever he wants, because we don't want to let him get away with any freebies, honestly. And because he's pretty much down now, we might be able to go for it now, because as long as he's close to going down, then it's basically a freebie at that point. Okay. And honestly, at this point, going for an all-out attack is actually better, because the more experience we can get, honestly, the better. And because he's a savage enemy, you can actually get more for him, so honestly, we'll take that instead. 60 experience isn't far from bad, and we get level 6 for everybody else. So, not bad at all. We'll definitely take that. And we should probably heal Ryuji, because he just took a big hit there. So let's go do that real quick, just in case. Okay. Actually, I could have used my healing items there. Oops. Well, we do have this, so let's reopen this up. Hey, this is just like the one we saw before. I'm remembering right, we just gonna pull this.
No wait, there's a round indentation underneath. It looks like we won't be able to move unless we fill that. So we need a key. I wonder where it could be. Let's go look for it, Joker.
Yeah, let's definitely look for it, so we need to find wherever this key may be. Okay, well, let's check the rooms. So, anything special? There is a blue thing in here, so let's grab that. What is this?
Are you curious about that book, Joker? Let's take it with us, just in case.
Okay, let's take it. Let's see here. Obtain the slave book. Okay.
The slave book, huh? That sounds kind of important.
Yeah, it does. Okay. And it's also blue, so that means it's somewhat important to the palace as well. Let's see here, making sure that he doesn't see us immediately on getting out of the room. Because we don't want to be spotted, because the more you get spotted, the more the shadows will attack you and stuff like that, so... And the higher their damage would be and stuff like that, so you always want to be careful with how much you're being spotted. And we also get a safe room here, so let's open this.
This is a nice spot for a safe room.
Yeah, it is. Okay, cool.
Let's make a note of this place, so we can come right back here later.
True, it would be helpful. And also, it's good to have in general. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's get out of here. I only opened it just so we can have the ability to use it. Oh, there's another savage over there. Is he guarding anything? Kinda. Nothing important based on what I could see. There's also some kind of blue indentation over here. Might as well check it out. You find something? Muscle glory, macho muscles. God, everything here is all about being ripped. That guy's totally in love with his muscles.
Gross.
Yeah, he definitely seems to be. Okay, well, let's keep checking the rooms. It seems like we're gonna find some important stuff in here. Okay, let's get him out of this room, because this is, with these smaller rooms, we can't really go around them. So hiding isn't really an option. Okay, let's see, you're weak to electricity. We do have that, so we can use that to our advantage. So, Zio to the Soki, knock him on the floor, and let's gain him as an ally, because we can honestly use as many as we can get. And honestly, skip through that, just to save us some time, and we got a Kelpie on our hands. Honestly, it's easier to get the shadows in this game than it is in Persona 4 and 3, because of the fact that it's not via like a randomized wheel, so having the ability to do that is actually nice. Let's see here. Honestly, we don't need Agathon because we already have electricity, so we'll throw him out for now, and then we'll gain the Selkie. I believe he gives wind magic, so that'll be helpful since the Bicorn doesn't have it currently. So honestly, having that is going to be useful. Ooh, another book. Okay, let's grab that. I sense something strange about this book as well.
Did that catch your attention, Joker? We should take it with us.
Yeah, we probably should. It seems pretty special. The Queen book. The Queen book. Is that some kind of special book? Probably. Oh, we'll take it and we'll find out, I guess. Okay, well, now we have 2 books. Okay. Slide on by these guys. Use a little bit of some stealth action here. And then, let's see here. We either wait for him or we can go for him. Let's see here. Wait for him to pass. Actually, is he too close to us? No, he isn't. Okay. I was wondering if he was too close or not. Okay, we do have this guy in here, so we do probably need to deal with him, because this room is way too crowded for us to be able to try and do anything if there is a book in here. These guys. Those are totally not what you think those are, guys. Those are totally something else. I'll just be, I can't get away with that one. I'll just not question what their designs are. There's some questionable designs on some personas, I'll just be honest. But let's knock these guys down, since, yeah, we probably should get these guys down and out as fast as possible. Because, yeah, their designs are pretty questionable sometimes. Like, the most questionable would be Mara, but he's honestly funny as well because of his design, but, yeah, that's definitely what you think that is, I guess you could say. But let's grab another book here, as we can see there's another one in here. What? You curious about that too?
Then let's bring it along.
Okay, let's grab it. What is this one? The Beefcake book? Huh, okay.
The Beefcake book? Looks like this one's some weird book on bodybuilding techniques.
Apparently so. Well, now we have 3. Don't know how many more we need to get. Well, technically I do, but I'm not going to spoil that for you guys, so honestly, we still got a little bit more to go until we can figure out what to do with these books, since it seems like there's something important, but we don't know what yet. Okay. Well, let's knock down her. She would give us ice magic, so we should probably grab her. And then we can use, let's see here, I think it's, yeah, Morgana for the Cathsis, I think, if I remember correctly. Yes, they are. Okay, perfect. I wasn't for sure on for a second there, but yeah, we definitely want to be getting Selkie here, or not Selkie. I don't remember her name. It is Selkie. Okay, I was close to it, but yeah, we definitely should probably grab her because ice magic would be helpful because of the fact that yeah, she's the only way we're getting ice magic at the moment. So honestly, having that for Bareth would probably be smart. So with that being said, we now have that. Okay, anything we don't need is probably going to be this bicorn here for the moment. So there we go. Now we have a full range of abilities now that we can use. That'll definitely help with our infiltration, since having a wider range of elemental abilities is pretty smart. Okay. Let's see here. We have another badass over here that we have to deal with, or we can kind of slide around him, depending on what we do. Since we don't need to worry too badly here. Oh yeah, we have Selkie now, so we can use that to our advantage. You know what, let's get rid of this guy, since it is extra experience. And honestly, the more experience, the better. So, honestly, let's use our new persona, since it is pretty smart now that we do have that ability to go on Bareth here with full power. Since normally, yeah, you need to have ice magic to deal with them, so knocking him down as fast as possible and taking that advantage is actually pretty smart. Okay, so far so good. Okay. Then go for Garu here. As long as we just keep hitting it with higher hits, we're actually pretty good here. He is going to do high damage to us due to the fact that we remember from, what do you call it, when he used Power Slash on Ryuji. But it's nothing that will one-shot you at this point, because they wouldn't one-shot you unless you're on Merciless difficulty. So thankfully, we're lucky there, but yeah, that's quite a bit of damage still, because of the fact that we are on normal mode. So yeah, it definitely still hurts, but it's not the worst case scenario, because obviously we'll be able to re-heal that kind of damage up pretty easily. We get level 7 out of that, which is always good to hear. That Team EXP is actually really helpful. And we also get a freebie for a chest here. That might be a healing item. Ooh, a Judge Mace.
Oh, that looks stronger than what I got now. Let me use it already.
Okay, go and have it. It's better than what you got, apparently.
Alright, time to whoop some ass.
There you go, Ryuji. Hope you like it. Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to make sure he can't see me. Thankfully he couldn't, so let's make our way through him. Well, we got a big room full of books.
Whoa, it's so musty. A library, huh? This definitely seems fishy.
What do you mean?
Come on, it's a library in a castle? There has to be some kind of secret mechanism in here. Let's look around, Joker.
Okay, let's look around indeed. Let's see here. We got a blue book over here, so let's grab this one as well. I sense something strange about this book as well.
Did that catch your attention, Joker? We should take it with us.
Okay, let's grab it. Okay, the King book. So now we have the King, the Slave, the Queen, and the Beefcake book.
The King book? What is this?
King book. Okay. Well, let's look out the indentations, because honestly, that's where we're going to be needing to put these.
There are all sorts of books here. The titles don't have any rhyme or reason to them. Huh? This book has Shio's name on the title. Wait, it's not just this one? All of the books here are about female students.
On Takamaki, the Charming Doll. Holy shit.
What the heck is this?
You know we found that book earlier, didn't we? Ain't this a good place to use it?
Yeah, let's use it.
Yeah, if we try and put the book away on the shelf, maybe something will happen.
Okay. Well, because it's talking about the girls, and we know what he thinks about the girls, it would probably be the Queen, right? So let's throw the Queen book in here. Okay, seems smart, I think. But we haven't seen all of them, so it could be the wrong one, because that is very possible.
Let's see. The history of Kamoshida. Tracing Kamoshida's steps, Kamoshida's heroisms, Kamoshida's law. What the hell? All these are goddamn books about Kamoshida.
That would be the King book then, since he is the king of the castle. So let's put the King book in there. Now we just got probably one more. The other one is all the way back where, that one's obviously the Beefcake book, but yeah, that indentation over by the safe room is another one of these.
Wait a second. The books on this shelf seem familiar.
These are the names of the volleyball team members. Wait, what the hell? All these titles are boys from our school.
Ryuji Sakamoto, the Vulgarate. There's one here for Skull.
That bastard. Who the hell does he think he is?
So, that would be the Slate book. So, let's place that one in there. And this puzzle is pretty much done and over, because the beefcake book is just for an item, based on what I remember. But, there we go. Another area open. And this room looks pretty messed up, as I what we could see. It's kind of like the one that An was in. Whoa, it opened up.
You got it, Joker. Let's take a look inside.
Okay. Let's see. Looks like we got pictures of Shiho in this room, and something's beeping in the background, which means there's this important item next to this place. What the hell is this room? There's tons of pictures of Suzui in here. Wait, it's all pictures of her.
Huh.
Are you gonna be okay? We'll make him pay for this. Yeah, we'll make him pay for this.
Yeah, definitely. I feel even more motivated to do this now. I'm sure it'll feel awful, but we should search this room. There has to be something in here if he was hiding it. And such an elaborate trick.
True. But we also can hear a nice little map over here, so let's go grab that real quick, just to get that beeping sound out of the way. Kamoshida's metal.
Is this a metal? That size and the shape. I think that's our key. Remember that round indentation we saw back there in those bars? Wait. There's something under the metal as well.
And it's another map. I completely forgot the metal was there too. Honestly, I just noticed the map and I was like, hey, let's get the map out of here so we don't hear that beeping anymore.
Oh, it's a different map. From the one we already have. This is lucky. Let's take it with us.
Okay, let's take it with us.
Our map's complete now.
Oh, we got all of them now.
So it's gonna tell us where the treasure is?
Yep, apparently.
Yeah, look. It has to be here. That's a weird shaped building. Could it be a tower or something? Considering our current position, I'd say we're about halfway there.
Alright, let's hurry over there then.
No. Now that we know how much we have left, we can calculate the best way to pace ourselves. Let's keep exploring, but take breaks when you need to, Joker.
Okay. With that being said, we now know where the actual treasure is going to be. And apparently, there's also a shadow that just spawned. What are you doing? Stealing your stuff.
Damn it. Of course they spot us now.
Wanna head back, we have to go through this guy. Time to make a path.
Yep, time to make a path indeed. So let's punch on through them then. It looks like we got a special one on our hands, due to the fact that the purple mist means you got a very special persona on your hands.
Oh, is that?
Yep, that's a very interesting little shadow there.
What's up with that one? It's mumbling to itself, but it's not making any moves.
Be careful. If my predictions are correct, one's a bit more problematic for us.
Alright. Then I'll take care of it.
Just be careful.
Okay. Smacky smack. Okay. Dirty two-horned beast, his eyes are now in anger. As you can see, he lunges back.
Whoa, what the hell?
It started moving after we attacked it. Looks like it's exactly what I expected. Once we take it down, hey you two, watch this.
Okay, we'll watch. Smack them down, and they explode. And that's how those special shadows work. Pretty cool shadows, honestly, and you can actually one-shot the entire field, as long as you attack its weakness.
What the? It exploded.
I'll explain later. Focus on the battle for now.
Okay, disaster shadows. There are shadows in the Metaverse called disaster shadows. Disaster shadows will not act, however, when they attack, they will counter and possibly perform an additional attack. Disaster shadows are tough, however. When defeated, they will drop an enemy and then explode, damaging the surrounding shadows. The more damage they take, when defeated, the more damage they inflict to surrounding shadows. Time your attacks well. However, if a disaster shadow is defeated by a reflected attack, or by a spare, it will not explode, and it will not drop any items. Okay? But you also don't have to specifically attack it right away. You can actually go for the shadows around it and max out the amount of damage you do, and then go for the final hits, pretty much, and do even like a massive amount of damage, pretty much.
There's another one like that from earlier. Haphazard attacks on it will only make things tougher for us. It's probably best to take it down fast by striking its weakness and getting it to blow up.
Okay.
Alternatively, we could put it to sleep or make it unable to move, then just deal with it later.
True. But let's do it the smart way. So I'll show you how to do that. So go for 2 Zeos here, or we can go for him, but we need to be like strong enough to one-shot him for that to actually work. So we'll do 2 Zeos, to do the max amount of weakness hits that we can do, and then baton pass it to someone with Zeo, and then do the maximum amount of damage to the shadow, one-shotting the shadow, but also killing the enemies next to it. Pretty much being smart with your explosions, pretty much. So basically try and use that to as much as you can to your advantage, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. But honestly, pretty good. Got level 7 for Morgana and On, and we get Dormina, which is a status ability, which is pretty good. And Morgana got nothing.
I've never seen a shadow get that intense. I call those scary ones disaster shadows.
Huh, they really are scary. But just as long as we handle them right, we ought to be able to make them useful to us, right?
True. Right. If we run across any more of those, I say we should focus on them first.
Okay. With that being said, we can now deal with whatever we got now.
Oh, no, what? We never ended up using that weird bodybuilding book.
Oh yeah, that one with the muscle secrets bullshit.
Yeah, I wonder why we haven't used it yet. Well, I get why you're saying that, Panther, but our focus right now should be on pushing further into the palace. But if you get a hunch on where to use the book, let's go and use it. Okay, Joker?
Okay. Well, we already know where it is because we saw the indentation earlier. It's actually where that shadow is walking over to, so we'll use that to our advantage. Okay, slide on by, and place the book in.
Oh, and the muscle bookshelf.
And insert the beefcake book.
So that's where you're gonna try the book?
Yep, that's where we're gonna try it, so push it right in. Not going in.
Huh? Is that one no good there?
Maybe there's something stuck in that spot. Why don't you try reaching in their skull?
Okay, let's see what's in there.
Huh? There is something in here. There we go. Oh, sweet. Here, you can have it.
And what do we get? Oh, a protein. Oh, literally a muscle building, shelf.
No secret switches in the bookshelf, but we did get something useful out of it. I still call it a win. And extra pat on the back for Joker for scouring every last corner of this hall. Keep up that up, and as we progress through the palace, alright? And now let's get back to the infiltration.
Yeah, let's definitely do that. Okay. I'm gonna try and at least get to the 3rd floor before we end off today's episode, since we still got a little bit more to this palace left, so I want to at least get as much as we can.
If we activate this device, we should be able to open the door.
Okay, let's use metal then, since apparently the metal is just enough to open up the door. So, that being said, open it up with the special metal we just got.
Ah, sweet. Looks like it worked.
If it does.
Now we can keep going. This must lead somewhere important, so let's go.
Okay, let's go then. Open it up, and head on to the next area. And with that being said, we're getting closer and closer. Oh, we also got another safe room. Might as well open that up.
This is a nice spot. First safe room.
Yes, it is. East Building Annex. Okay, we'll take it.
This should make a good base. We can resume our infiltration from here, if we take a break too.
True. And that's just opening that, so we have it.
Alright. Let's go while we still have work to do.
Okay, let's keep going. Since I want to at least make it to where that tower is over there before we end off today's episode, since we are getting closer and closer to that, so honestly, doing as much as we can here would be nice. Okay, let's see here. Oh, we got a big open area here, so let's head on in here then.
Hold on, Joker.
Let's see here. Big open room, but with no shadows whatsoever anywhere.
This place is huge, yet there's no guards. It seems kind of suspicious, yes?
But the treasure's up ahead, right? We don't got a choice but to keep going.
I guess that's true, but we need to make sure we're ready for whatever might be ahead. What do you think, Joker? Should we continue onward?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Into the big room we go. Because, honestly, the only way forward to getting to that treasure is by continuing our way forward. And that looks like some kind of announcement hall. Oh no, that's the gym apparently. Honestly, it looked like some kind of announcement room, I'm gonna be honest. That's honestly how my, school announcement room looked like, honestly.
Wait, what was that? Was that the gym?
Apparently.
I get it. So the gym is some kind of holy place for him. He's gone there.
Apparently so.
I can't believe that. He can think like that, especially after what he did to Shiho.
God, that bastard makes me so freaking sick. Just you wait, Kamishita.
I see. So you're the ones who tampered with the library. It seems my time waiting here has paid off. Oh, here we go, Golden Guard. Just as the ape there said, this place is a holy ground for our great King Kamoshida. It is preposterous for miscreants like yourselves to come waltzing in like this. If you say so. But let's see what we got. Oh, a principality. Okay. You will pay for foolishly defying King Kamoshida with your lives.
I knew this would happen, but, well, we don't have a choice. Let's take it down.
Yep, let's take it down indeed. So he's been waiting for us here. Pretty smart, honestly, since they actually set up a trap for us. Okay, he's got charge. Oof. Of course he gets charged and we don't.
Look, he's trying to do something. It's important to guard if you think you're in danger.
Okay, guarding. When you guard, you will reduce the damage received. Pretty simple. That's basically every game. But it also stops you from getting knocked down if you get hit by one of your weaknesses. I don't think we have to worry about that since Principality is mostly physical for starting abilities, so I think we're fine. If you think the enemy will perform a powerful attack or target your weaknesses, it would be wise to employ guard to protect yourselves. True. Very smart. But, let's see here. No weaknesses known. So, let's see here. It's more than likely gonna be, if anything, I'm gonna say maybe Bufu, but let's go for the high chance of sleep. I think oh no, because he counts as a boss, you can't use abilities on him like that. It's safe, I think. I don't think we have to worry about getting charged one-shotted, so it's fine for now, but it could be bad later. So just in case, we should be careful soon, just in case. Okay, he's going for cleave. Ouchie, there goes on. But thankfully, because I bought items before we got here, thankfully we can use that. I did say I would be very careful on the amount we buy, so I didn't go overboard with it. So we only have a certain amount of limited items we can use, but we do have some healing items, thankfully, so honestly it's not that bad. And charging only works for one turn, so he just lost his one and only charge. And of course he's dodging that constantly. That's a little annoying, but honestly we'll just blast him a couple times. There we go. Got the amount of damage that we would have gotten there. Okay. So far so good. Bufu didn't even hit him apparently, so let's just try again. Hopefully it hits him. Okay, he resists that. Okay, that's unfortunate, but as long as we keep doing damage to him, we'll be fine. So just keep doing a little bit of damage. He resists pretty much all of our abilities, but it's not the worst case scenario since, honestly, the only thing we really need to worry about him is the actual, like, hits from his actual, damage overall, so we do need to be careful about that. Okay. We'll heal up, On, since On can get one-shotted by him, by his charge, so let's be careful there. And then Zeo him one more time, just in case. Okay. And then I don't think, yeah, we're out of ammo, so we can't go for that, so just go for a little bit more damage. Going for the cleave on Ryuji, never mind. Okay, I guess I was wrong on being able to not be one-shotted. Honestly, I'm just testing the waters on how much damage we can take. So, honestly, that's the reason why I'm not going too safe on the actual, like, damage things and stuff like that. If I was actually wanting to, I would be making sure we didn't take as much damage as we are. I was just wanting to test the waters, because, honestly, figuring out damage and stuff like that is honestly something I should check into just to make sure how much damage shadows are going to do to us later. So making sure to know about that early would be smart in the honest opinion. And then there we go, down goes Principality, and down goes our first mini-boss of first real infiltration. 1,200 money, Mandrake gets a level, and Ryuji's now level 7. And we also get Sukun down a bit, which is useful. Let's just get extra dodge and hit chance. So honestly, overall, pretty good. Didn't realize those things could be that tough.
Yeah, it looks like he's making a, concerted effort to stop us now. Joker, I've heard, helped you learn a few different things so far, but there's no more time for lessons. I'll compile some info for you. You'll need to know for battle, so be sure to take a look after.
Okay, ailments, attributes, affinities, rush, and skill selection assistance have been added to your battle tutorial menu. Okay, thanks. Which, that's a lot of shadows. Ah, crap. More of them.
What should we do? Head back? No, the treasure's definitely up ahead. There has to be a path to it somewhere. So, see anything that could help us zip by here? Keep your eyes sharp.
Okay, maybe up there? Oh, yep, there's definitely something up there. There we go. Using our special powers of our little zip line to our advantage.
Ooh, that was close. Good going, Joker. That was some expert grappling. And now we can investigate this area. So let's get to it.
Okay. So, with that being said, let's continue our investigation all the way up here, since it seems like this is where we need to go. So, let's keep making our way forward. Open this door up, and continue our path forward. Since the only, I think our first will seed isn't over here, so we don't need to worry about that. Yet, at least. Oh, there it is, actually. Hey, there it is. Okay, I actually forgot that was right next to us. Huh? The hell is that? Well, that's a will seed.
Looks like we might have found something. Let's check it out, Joker.
Okay, let's check it out indeed. So, let's go see what's going on with the will seed over here. There's definitely something fishy over there. Vines, growing on that door too.
Yeah, by the looks of it, no one's been in there for a long time. I wonder what's over there. Should we take a closer look? Hey Joker, do you think, see that handle-like thing at the top over on that arc? You might be able to get to the other side if you use that grappling hook there.
Okay, we'll try it out then. So, use the grappling hook, go over here, and you get a little bit of freebies from Royal, which, will seeds are actually pretty cool because, if you collect all three, you get a special ability, and, you can actually upgrade them later to get full abilities, which are pretty cool. They're, like, accessories that are, like, fully decked out, pretty much.
This room seems different from everywhere else we've seen so far.
Yeah, there's something super suspicious over there.
That's... come on, follow me.
Okay, well, follow you, Morgana. You seem to know what it is. I'll let Morgana explain it more, because, honestly, he kind of explains it better than I can.
What is this? Guess what I thought. It's a wheel seed.
Will seed? What's that, Morgana?
Palaces are locations that grew from distorted from their original forms due to their rulers' cognitions. Which, when such distortions coalesce into this form, this is the result. I call it a will seed.
Okay. And distortions coalesce into will seeds.
Should I try explaining that again?
Just forget it. That's a will seed. Moving on.
So what do we do with it? We take it. It may not be a prize as a treasure, but it's still quite a rare find. Making it ours will only do us good, I think. Is it really okay to take it?
Nothing shitty better, happen when we take it. Like getting a trap going off or ending up all cursed. I'll give it a try anyways. Might as well see what happens. So, let's grab our first little hidden treasure, because these are basically mini treasures, I guess you could say. But we need all three for them to actually do something, but the red lust seed has been obtained. And like that, first will seed has been obtained for our venture.
Nice. The will seed is ours.
I guess nothing happened.
There are more of these around here somewhere. As far as I can tell, there are 2 of them left.
Huh, how can you tell that? Smell them or something?
Yeah, like how dogs can. Oh, but you're cats. I'm not a cat.
Let's go. Yeah, it's not time for yelling at each other, let's be honest. So, let's get on out of here.
I just seem like a cat.
Poor Morgana. But, honestly, for the time being, you are a cat, so honestly, we'll call you a cat. There are locations within a palace where palace's rulers' cognition is concentrated. Due to cognitive distortions at the locations, items called will seeds will appear. There are 3 will seeds in a palace. When you obtain a will seed, you recover a small bit of SP. Use R1 to open the map and view the will seeds you've collected. Okay, so basically, as you see, 1 of 3. Pretty simple. And we're actually really close to the end of the 2nd floor, so we will be ending off today's episode very soon. As soon as we make it up to the 3rd floor and get to a safe house. Just to kind of remind you guys, since, honestly, yeah, we've gotten pretty far in this episode, I think. And getting up to the roof is actually pretty good for the most part. So, honestly, we've done pretty good for the most part. And actually, this is like, in the original Persona game, this was actually one of the most dangerous areas in the, original game. Which, in this game, is actually kind of a joke. I'm gonna be completely honest about that. Hey, take a look at that.
Oh, that matches up with the map. There's no doubt that's the tower we're heading for. So the treasure's up there.
Yep, apparently so. Hell yeah, we did it. So where's the entrance? Apparently nearby. But that's why I said that this place used to be pretty dangerous. Not again.
It's no surprise that security would be tight around here. But as you say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's go, Joker.
Okay, with that being said, just gotta make our way forward a little bit. And with that being said, just use a little freebie little there. And you can actually save a lot of time dealing with that area. Because now you don't have to sneak by those shadows anymore, because originally you would. So it saves you quite a bit of time. Holy shit, you got all the way to the roof in just one go.
You're incredible at first, I expected. Let's keep this, up.
It's hard to read those ones, because of the fact that they're so fast to read. Okay, but we don't need to go into the first one, because if I remember correctly, this actually leads to another will seed. So let's make our way to the edge here, just to make sure, because I'm pretty sure I remember there being... Oh wait, we need to go higher first, I think. I think that's why I'm getting confused. Or actually, it might not even be this area. It might be higher up the tower that I remember, to be completely honest. I actually don't completely remember, but we should be, yeah, over here. This little area, this little vent here. So if we go through this vent, it leads higher up the tower, or that grappling hook area that we saw via the third eye. I remember this because it's kind of hard to forget these after a new game plus, honestly. So you just go down here, and honestly, since we're right here, might as well grab this free treasure. Ooh, curse Magatama. But we just use the grappling hook, go all the way up here, and then we use the grappling hook again on that area over there, and then we just jump through this little hole here, and there's our next will seed. One of Kamoshida's will seeds, eh? Well, not for long. Let's take for ourselves. Yep, indeed. Going treasure hunting, I see. And with that, we already have 2 of 3 of them. And the first 2 are always easy to get. But the final one is actually the hardest to get, because of the fact that the final one is always guarded by a shadow. So just to kind of let you know, so if you're not prepared to fight a shadow, just so you guys know, yeah, this is second will seed. Yes, it is. So with that being said, we got a little bit more SP back for Morgana, since he was at 0 earlier, so it actually helps him. Okay, climb back up, jump through the little vent here, and then we just make our way back inside the tower, and we're officially inside the main tower now, since that is where we're going to be finding our infiltration route, so we're getting closer to that now. So honestly, pretty good progress for the most part. And as soon as we get to a safe room, we'll be ending off today's episode. And there it is, the massive parts of the distortion of this place, meaning we're getting closer and closer to that treasure.
What's going on? The distortions is getting stronger. The treasure has got to be nearby.
Yeah, apparently so. So with that being said, we need to find a way to open that door, so it looks like we gotta go this way. So let's slide over here then, see what's going on here. I think we're getting closer to a safe room, I think. Actually, yeah, we should be.
What's this?
That is a elevator. Huh, the hell? Is it a tramp?
Could be a hidden room. Let's check it out, Joker.
Okay, let's check it out. I actually think this takes us to a safe room, so let's actually do this, because this will make it easier for us, because then we can do this in the next one, because honestly, with this being like the end half of the palace, because I believe we are officially at the halfway point for the infiltration portion, honestly, this would be a good place to start the next episode, so thankfully, them having a save room here is actually good. Hey, where are we? We are close to a safe place, but in order to do that, just gotta go over here. And as we can see, we got a big old picture of Kamoshida.
What the heck? This is disgusting. Either way, it's kind of strange that this would be our dead end.
Nope, it's not a dead end. Just gotta push on the painting like we're playing Mario 64, and we are completely out in the freebie. Huh, this looks familiar.
It's the entrance hall. Have you already forgotten? I didn't realize we would end up here.
Huh, hey look, there used to be tons of soldiers wandering around, but I don't see any of them now. Yeah, true.
We're back in the chandelier area. Looks like pretty different now. Yeah, we might be able to spot something we didn't see here before.
But with that being said, now that we're actually at a freebies area, we can actually end off today's episode here. So that's what we'll be doing. So honestly, with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day. In the next episode, we will be continuing off with the palace's little tower area and heading closer and closer to the infiltration sites. So, the infiltration area for the treasure. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey, boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.